When you're looking for a really simple messaging phone, you're going to want one like the Pantech Verse for US Cellular. I'm Jessica Delcourt from cnet.com. We're going to take a look at this phone. Now, it is a very simple messaging device. It has a really cute and compact form to it. It kind of looks like a bubble or some very nice large keys, so it's very easy to manipulate. Mostly black, has this bright lime green color as accents along the rim, on the keyboard, and along the navigation toggle. It also has sort of a no-slip surface on the back, so it is pretty grippable. There's a 2-megapixel camera on the back. It's not very good. You're really not going to be using this to replace your camera. And you're also not going to be using it to get to the internet too often because it is less than a 3G phone, so it's got about 2.5G speeds. But you are going to use this if you are a messaging demon. So there's text to multimedia messaging on here, and the slide-up QWERTY keyboard, it's in portrait mode, which I find really convenient because you slide it up and there it is for you to use. You don't have to turn the phone to use it. The buttons are also very responsive. They're a little bit cramped, but my fingers are a little on the smaller side, so I found it pretty easy to use and very tactile. It was an extremely comfortable experience. The phone also has fairly good audio quality. I was able to make calls on speakerphone and on the standard phone very well. There are some additional buttons on the side here because this phone is so focused on the physical. So there's a voice prompt button. There's also a button for a shortcut to menu items. There's a camera shutter button as well. There's a 2.5mm headset jack, which is smaller than the standard, so that's a little bit unfortunate. And there is definitely room here for a micro SD card, which is very good, and that goes up to 32 gigabytes in external storage. Screen size is 2.4 inches. It is not a touch screen. You have to use the navigation controls to get around. A little bit on the small side, so a little bit cramped for reading apps, and if you do go online, it's a little bit more eye strain involved in that, but I would say that it is appropriate, especially for such a compact device here. Not super expensive. The Pantech Verse costs $29.99 with a new 2-year service agreement, and that's after a $50 mail-in rebate. If you want to get it prepaid, you'll just spend $69.99 to get the phone. I'm Jessica Delcourt for CNET. This is your first look at the Pantech Verse for US Cellular, a very simple but very good messaging phone.